to be honest, it feels like I personally just need a break, and I think a lot of people need a break because obviously the blood runs under 63 games, and then the season gets extended because you get to the final in Paris. The break gets shortened by a week because you've got Community Shield. It felt like we didn't really get a summer at all. This is going to feel like a little bit of a chance to get your feet up. I'll take some games in for sure. It's the World Cup, but I can't really be bothered with England, to be honest. And I feel like the venue takes away something for me as well in terms of the regime and the views on LGBT people and the stadium workers, what's happened to them as well. It's all a little bit grim, but ultimately I'll probably take in some games, probably go and watch the World Cup final somewhere. But other than that, I'm just thinking I fancy getting my feet up for a bit.
The England band are paid to be going out there and being paid to basically be ambassadors for the Qatari state and their brand. So it really does put a bit of a sour taste in the mouth. Personally, I'll still get behind the football, but it will feel strange given, there's non-league, which we'll hear more about. There's non-league, there's even some EFL football, there's going to be women's football. So it's not going to be quite like in the summers where we used to everyone go in the pub, everyone watching the big matches. There's going to be lots more stuff going round. And of course, it won't be outside, which is funny because, normally we're all outside in beer gardens, whereas this year we'll be sat inside with a hot chocolate or something.
I've never been a huge fan of international football. I don't think I've ever made any secret of that. My big fear about international tournaments is how many of our players are going and how many will come back in one piece. I'm pleased to hear, I think I read, we've got the lowest number of Liverpool players taking part in the World Cup, and that pleases me. I think it's football at the end of the day, and if it's on telly I'll be watching it, but I don't have any great affinity with international football. I suppose the big issue for us in the Premier League is the interruption to the season and whether that's going to be a positive or a negative for Liverpool Football Club. It might paradoxically be a positive because it allows players to get back and get fit, providing those that go don't get injured. Maybe we need a break. It's been a poor start. Maybe we need a reset. But I think it's going to be an interesting season because of that.
I'll be watching it because it's football. Football is football, and I'll watch any football. If it was in the summer, I'd also watch it because it helps me get 2 months of absolutely no football, where I'd be absolutely heartbroken that there's no football to get me through. At least there's some form of football. I'll be watching. I don't care who wins. I'll probably go for Messi because he's one of my favourite players ever, the greatest to do it. And for some reason, people believe he needs to win a World Cup to prove that he's one of the greatest in the world. So I'll be excited for it because it is football. I'd be trying to support the Reds that are out there, and if they win it, fair play to them. But I'll be more interested in seeing what Messi does, just for the main reason of I'd love to see him be nailed down as the greatest ever to do it.
I don't know who's going to win it. I don't really care, and I will watch some football because I'll be bored shitless.
Beautifully said.